Good afternoon. Welcome back to Turf Morehouse TV, and we are going to be doing a live watch along of the Villa Burnley game, and I can't be arsed. Sadly, I decided to go out last night, so I got a little bit worse for wear, and yeah, I, I've been toying with the idea of not doing it, but here we are. So if my voice is a bit ropey, or this live just goes completely to shit, then hey ho, welcome to my world. Um, yeah, it should be an interesting game today away at Villa. We lost 3-2 there, I believe, in the last game. So we'll be hoping to avenge for that. I think was that the game where I'm sure that was the game, wasn't it, when Lyle Foster had that, was it like giving off a handball or something? And it was chalked off. I'm not entirely sure, but just a couple of stats ahead of this game. The Villa manager, Una Emre, is taking charge of his 150th fixture for Villa. Scott Parker has said that we need to be competing in these sort of games as well. He says we've got a big challenge today, but hopefully we'll give the best version of ourselves. We've been hugely competitive this season in what has been a tough fixture list, and it has. Look at the first 6 games we've played the likes of Arsenal, Manchester City, Manchester United. Sorry, did I say Arsenal then? No, that's because we got coming up. But Liverpool, Spurs, City, and United, obviously. We've tried to take on some of the big six already, and if that's if you can call them that these days. And yeah, we've been drawn a bit of a short straw, but like people will say that you've got to play everybody twice, and it's just unfortunate that we've had to have them early doors, and that's why it looks better for Leeds and Sunderland when they're getting results. But even they lost to Spurs yesterday. Never celebrated a Spurs win as much in my life. Jack's in the chat says up the Clarets. Um, Kate's putting sadly my arse. There's nothing said about your arse. Deck, how you doing, mate? Dodgy pen as well. Yeah, it were. That were it, weren't it? Who were it that went down? Who went down for that pen? But it'd gone down like he'd been shot, hadn't it? Joe, hello to yourself. Hope you're well. Up the Clarets, indeed. Obviously, let's speak Jadon Anthony then. Let's talk about Jadon Anthony before this game kicks into play. 4 Premier League goals this season. Only Erling Haaland and Antoine Semenyo have more in the Prem. A lot of people doubted Jadon Anthony. Like I say, I was one of them. I thought he's a bit of a Raheem Sterling type player. Likes to run around with the ball, takes on 2 or 3 people, and then ends up losing it. But he's been pretty clinical, pretty clinical, and like I say, massively in form. He's also got 5 goal involvements in total, including 1 assist, and it means he has contributed towards 5 of Burnley's 6 Premier League goals this season, scoring 67% and being directly involved in 83%. Obviously, Villa have their own secret weapon. They were going to sell him in the summer. Emi Buendia. He's on the bench for the home side today, but he's the one who's been involved in the most goal involvements and also most shots and joint most chances created for Villa as well. So it's mad that apparently, like I say, we spoke to Rich the other day, the Villa fan, and he even said that Emi Buendia we've been trying to sell for about 3 or 4 years, and then all of a sudden he just rocks up and does the biz for him when they need him. But Villa have come into form at the right time as well. Not the wrong time for us, but the right time for them. Probably the international break next week is probably not the best thing for them, but it is what it is. We've got an interesting month, haven't we now? Like I said, 2 trips to the Midlands, starting with this one, and then Wolves at the back end of the month. But we've also got Leeds in between that. So I'm hoping out of those 3 games in October that we can get something. 4 points on the board would be massive. A point here today would be something else. Like I say, with them finally hitting form, doing pretty well in their last 2 European games as well, should make for an interesting game. But the players are making their way to the pitch. It was Douglas Costa, yes. Yes, thanks for that, Deck. Appreciate it. Let's have a look at the teams and starting with the home side, Aston Villa. Emiliano Martinez starts in goal. He was rumoured to be out, and Bizotto, however you say his name, the substitute goalkeeper, I thought would have started, but apparently after a late scan, he's fit. So Martinez starts in goal for Villa. Matty Cash and Luca Dean play on the right back and left back positions. Luca Dean coming in for Ian Matson, who played pretty well the other day in their European clash. Pau Torres comes back in. A lot of people were expecting Mings to be in and around him, but still without the England centre back. And Ezri Konsa is there with Pau Torres. Boubacar Kamara and John McGinn play alongside Lamar Borgard in the midfield three, with Morgan Rogers sitting just behind Daniel Mallon and Ollie Watkins. Subs Bezo, Matson. Obviously, it'd be nice to see Ian Matson. Lindelof, Barclay, Buendia, Harvey Elliott, Gassand, Onana, and Gimo. So yeah, interesting lineup by the Villa, as they like to call themselves. Burnley lineup then. Let's have a look at your team. Starting in goal, Martin Dubravka. It's not much really of a change for the Clarets. The only change being is Yalmar Ekdal has potentially, I'm guessing it's a knock. I'm not entirely sure why or why that change has come about, and also why Humphreys isn't put in there. But it is a start for Axel Tuanzebe, and he starts at the back in a back five for Burnley again. Like I say, Carl Walker out on the right, Clinchy Hartman on the left, and a back three of Tuanzebe, Esteve, and Josh Laron, who I've got to say has done absolutely brilliantly when it comes to playing in that back line. Going forward, we've got Cullen and Florentino Luis, and out wide, Loom Chowner, Jaden Anthony, the man in form, and Lyle Foster. Like I say, Foster loves a goal at Villa, so I'm hoping that he'll actually bag today. I think it'll do his confidence a world of good as well. But yeah, get your score predictions in. Let us know what you think. Let us know how you think this game is going to pan out. Um, you know, in this game, I don't know how it's going to go. Like I said, I will take a point off you now if you were to ask me what it were. But yeah, get your predictions in. Let us know what you think, and we'll try and take you through the game as it happens. Burnley in the black kit today, the third shirt. I'd have worn my third shirt, but it's in the wash, so I had to go for the away one. I hope we get something as well, John. I hope we get something today. It's going to be like I say, a tough task, but let's see what we can do. Apparently Unai Emery's won all 5 managerial meetings against us as well. So that's not great, is it? Really? Let's hope. Hopefully we can end that statistic today. It's only a prediction, John. Don't worry. There's no money on it or out like that. Burnley about to get the game underway, just waiting for the referee's whistle. He's just checking on the shape and whether the keepers are ready, and we are underway. I'm not expecting a high intensity start, to be fair. I expect us to probably rest on our laurels a little bit in the first 10-15 minutes, try and get a feel for the game. I think that would actually, from what Rich was saying on Friday night, was that'll frustrate Villa. They actually want teams to come and play football against them. And if we're playing with that low block, it can sometimes catch them out. So, I hope so. Hope so, but time will tell. Dex says Sunderland and Leeds lost yesterday, so I would really like something out of this. Yeah, it would massively give us confidence. Also puts us above Villa as well by a point because they're on sixth, we're on four. So who knows? Good turn by Foster. Tries to pick out Chowner. He's in. Pulls it across the face of goal. Oh, Kyle Walker couldn't get to it. Oh, there were nobody marking Kyle Walker as well. I actually thought Chowner was on his own. Foster's done well. He's onside. Still managed just to pick that pass. I think Chowner would have been off anyway. But oh, Kyle Walker with that chance, and like I say, Chowner did well to make that running round the back. Mac, how you doing, mate? Good afternoon to you, good self. Where like I say, 3 points is massive if we can get that, but any point in the road is massive. So I will take that. Anyway, we're starting to play quite well in this opening 2 minutes. Really showing a statement of intent, which I'm surprised because, like I said, I thought we would have sat back a little bit, but we really are trying to get into the faces of the players, and it seems to be working, putting them under a lot of pressure. I tell you, John, you're a glutton for punishment, mate. Watching it with a Villa fan. No own goals today, please, Steve. Ball pumped towards the centre circle. Referee's got his arm up. I think it's going to be a free kick to Villa. I think it was just a bit of a late call by the linesman and referee to say potentially allow Foster offside, but it's also offside at the other end. Luca Dean. It's going to be a free kick to Burnley taken quickly, which Tuanzebe picks out a Stev. Hartman has to go back to Dubravka. Ball fizzed over the top. And again, good Burnley pressure. Managed to make Villa work it back to Martinez, so Burnley then can regroup and get into shape. They've done well to push Villa back. Lyle Foster on the chase. The ball with Pau Torres. Slips in Daniel Malin. Loses it. Now Burnley can break, but Foster can't touch it. To be fair, Cullen saw Foster, but Foster knew he couldn't touch it. It was offside. The thing is, Villa are playing quite a high line. How are you doing, Al? 2-1. Yeah, I'll take it. Like I say, 3 points is outstanding, brilliant. We deserve it after some of the performances we've put in. Ball at the back for Villa. Tried to play the ball over the top. Burnley read the run, so did Martin Dubravka, who touched the ball down with his feet, picks out Josh Laron. To Nzebe. Van's Cullen. Now at the feet of Maxime Esteve. Yeah, why are you losing faith already, Al? Oh, Burnley try and create an opportunity. Jaden Anthony gets to the edge of the box. Fortunately, loses it, surrounded by John McGinn and Matty Cash. Losing the faith already, Al. How can you lose the faith, my mate? Emi Martinez. Big pump forward. Ollie Watkins tries to get there. Can only get a head onto it, but Maxime Esteve also tries to head it away. 7 minutes on the clock. Still 0-0 at Villa Park. And I'm still rough. Yeah, that's what I mean, John. I'm saying, I'm like, if anything, every game week, more the Manchester City game, I'm actually quite happy with how we've been performing. If I put my glasses at an angle, the glare doesn't go on my glasses, but then when I have them normal, there's glare. It's well annoying. Ball on the far side with Luca Dean. Tries to put a ball through for Watkins, and Kyle Walker does really well. I don't know what they're saying here. Hold on. It's going to be a corner, is it? It is going to be a corner. I'm not entirely sure. I think that's what they were looking at, who it came off. Luca Dean whips it in. Front post is fizzed across the face of goal. I'll tell you what, that's a well-worked set piece. The fact Daniel Malin ran from round the back of his defender, managed to get away. That should be a Burnley free kick, but the referee's wave play on. Josh Laurent trying to come forward. Has to go back. Chowner. Kyle Walker fizzes a ball across. Hartman's there. Can Hartman get to it? Hartman! Oh, good save! Jaden Anthony again! Blocked! Oh! I think it's going to be an offside call. Great save, though, by Martinez. Is he offside? Yeah, I think, yeah, Hartman's off. He's done well, and good save by Martinez. Like I say, if he wasn't offside there, John McGinn had to be careful because he's like, well, it's a great save. As a keeper, that's all you can ask. Make yourself big. How far behind, Mac? I'm watching on Sky Sports Plus, but through Now TV, so it's like mine's a bit behind. The Cardiff game were a write-off, to be fair, Al. We're going to have bad games. We're going to have good games, but I know these are professionals that get paid thousands and thousands of pounds, and you'd expect them to be on it every day of the week. But they're only human like you and me, and there's going to be game weeks where they're in their own heads. There's going to be game weeks where they're absolutely in it. 50 seconds behind now, TV. Villa come forward. Daniel Malin on the edge of the box. Fizzes one across. Shot taken, and it did take a deflection. I think that's Morgan Rogers with the effort. Dubravka were a little bit flat-footed there. I honestly thought we were going to be going 1-0 down. Not sure it's took a nick off. Is it Josh Laurent? It has just gone wide. Yeah, he shouldn't be getting caught there. I agree, but yeah, I think Hartman was offside. Luka Ding with another corner. Header up. A great save by Dubravka. Ezri Konsa up this time. Burnley need to be a bit stronger. I'm not being funny, but Aston Villa from these corner set piece routines, one of them's going to pay off. Tuenzebe doesn't really get in front of his man. It should be getting in front of him there. It's going to be another corner for Villa. Great save, Dubravka again. Bit of pushing and shoving between Florentino Luis and Ezri Konsa. Ball whipped in this time by Matty Cash. Header up, back out to Cash. Now John McGinn. Back to Cash again. Cash whips it in. Header up by Lyle Foster. Burnley back in numbers. Try to clear. Another header up. I think it's Pau Torres this time. It is. And his header goes well wide of the mark. We had a really good chance in the cup competition this year. I thought I get what Parker's having to do, and in terms of bleed youth through, play them in games and stuff like that, and I totally get that. But I feel like we should have put out a bit of a stronger side. Or maybe we should have treated the game differently. That could have been the key factor, that we'd have just thought that we almost thought, oh, it's just Cardiff and the game should take care of itself. Maybe it was a perception of mentality. Maxi Estev floats a beautiful ball up to Kyle Walker. Chowner. Again, ball floated over. I think it was Florentino Luis picks out Walker. Cullen. Josh Laurent. Back to Cullen. Back to Tuenzebe. Tries to look for that gap in the middle. No free kick given, says the referee. Borgard went down, but Foster's done well. Florentino Luis still manages to pick out Hartman. Tries to play an early ball in. Kyle Walker's there, keeps the move alive. Tries to pull it back for Chowner. Nobody's reading it. Pau Torres did. Burnley applying good pressure here. Very, very, very good pressure. Need to make it count. Now the ball on the halfway line. John McGinn can't get the ball out from his feet. Lyle Foster is going to go into the book. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Again, Bogard Foster's gripped his shoulder. There's nothing in it. Nothing in that. Yeah, it's either one or the other, isn't it, Matt? You've got your great team. The thing is with Burnley, it's like we've got a good team, but the options from the bench, like chance for Villa again. Good save, Dubravka. I think he's good at giving offside. Yep, linesman's got his flag up, but again, another solid save from Dubravka. Brilliant stop by Burnley's number one. You can tell both teams are trying to penetrate that final ball by being on the shoulder of the last defender, and you can see there being quite a lot of offsides in this one. I love that Dobby. Dobby is free. If you can, people, please do drop a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. At the moment, I don't think YouTube's trying to push live videos, so any sort of support is massive. Shauna does pretty well. Can he get away from two of his men? Loses it, but Kyle Walker's there. Burnley working the ball back to try and carve open that opportunity. Now ball at the feet of Maxime Esteve. Josh Cullen. Whipped in by Kyle Walker. It's deep. Foster misses it. Still kept alive by Hartman. Foster's still in there. It's cleared. Is Foster offside again? Linesman's got his flag up. Oh, I don't know. That would definitely have gone to VAR. It's very tight call. If it had gone in, I'd say that's very tight. We do need to make it count as well. Yeah. How many times this year we've been caught sort of flat-footed? Speaking of which, Foster. Oh, Jaden Anthony with the heavy touch. It were very close. Like I say, if that hits the back of the net, looking at a different game. I'm not sure what. It's almost like Villa players are trying to get Lyle Foster sent off. Every time he touches someone, go down like a sack of shit. I like Foster, me, Mike. Do you not like him? I rate him. I think in the Premier League, I think he's pretty solid. Yeah, it's not a bad game at all, John. I think, like I say, if this finishes 0-0, I'd still be quite happy because of the way the way we've set up, the way we've gave a really good account of ourselves. I said this at the start, and a lot of people disagreed with me, but I said Lyle Foster in the Championship isn't great at all, but Lyle Foster in the Prem is a completely different player, massively a different player. Good ball by Foster. Picks out Kyle Walker. Josh Cullen. Chowner. Oh, why did you do that? Tried to be skillful and technical and messed it up. Well played by Axel Tuenzebe as well. Takes the ball away from Daniel Malin. Now Florentino Luis. Finds Jaden Anthony. Plays the 1-2 with the man they call the Octopus. Walker. Josh Laron. We all lately school. We all lately school. Wolves are 1-0 up against Brighton. That's not good for us. Could do with Brighton coming in a bit strong there. You never know, Todd. You never know. The way it started, though, I don't know where Villa are actually going to get something in this opening 23 minutes. The team asking the questions is the team in the black and gold kit of Burnley. Now Villa tried to come forward. He said it. Daniel Malin, he's been sent what? Oh my God! How? I've literally just said they've had nothing in the game. Absolutely nothing in the game. They get one lucky break. One lucky break. And Villa are 1-0 up. Absolutely summit from nothing. Malin's got a free run there. He's got a free run. Esteve can't see it. Dubravka's short-sighted. Well, not short-sighted, but Malin gets his shot away early and Burnley are 1-0 down. From out of nothing. I actually thought Esteve had put enough pressure on him to actually send him wide, but fucking hellfire. It is 1-0 to the home side. For some reason, why is it not updating my score line? Not entirely sure why, but right, that should have updated it. Happy days. I'm just extremely surprised at how simple that goal was to give away. Way too simple to give away. So open. So open in that passage of play that we just didn't read it at all. The problem I've got here is that Burnley need to keep doing exactly what they were doing. Because Villa had got something out and out, and we've been the one knocking on the door. Ball with Quillency Hartman. Yeah, exactly, Al. They did just let him go. Not gonna lie, I'm not an happy bunny. Because we shouldn't have been getting beat there. Way too high. Way too high up the field. I don't know what it is about Villa players, but they do like getting a closer inspection of that grass. Frustrating. Frustrating is the word I'd probably go for. John McGinn has it just over the halfway line. Now with Kamara. Picks out Bogard. Conter to Rogers. Burnley trying to put that pressure on. Now Villa have it on the far side. Ball whipped in. Ollie Watkins tries to get there. Good defending by Tuenzebe. Jaden Anthony stayed down. Ooh. It's just showing the replay. There is a bit of a stamp on Anthony's foot by Matty Cash. The problem you've got, though, that doesn't get checked by VAR or anything like that because they don't check for anything that's yellow card worthy unless it's seen as a potential red. It's just showing that goal again. It's just poor. That's a lapse in concentration. A lapse in concentration again, but hey, we've definitely been the better side. Oh, that's bad, that Al. I can't believe they've done that. I can understand if you've gone and bought an XL and they've accidentally give you an XXL or something because it's like or they've misread it. But the difference between an M and three letters completely different. I could do it. Kettle being put on. No, I don't know where Kate's gone. She might be upstairs. Might have to message her actually. See what she says. Villa coming forward again. Luka Dean tries to do well. Good hold off play by Tuanzebe. Jaden Anthony can't quite get there. Since Villa gone 1-0 up, they've sort of really upped the ante in what they're trying to achieve. What can Villa do? Flag goes up. To be fair, the one thing that obviously I can't put on sound when I'm watching the football or doing a watch along because you've got the TV noise in the background and you can get copyright strikes and stuff. So obviously I don't want that. So I have to watch the game with no sound on and basically me provide the commentary, which is a bit. What's up? What do you need your phone for? Huh? Upstairs. I don't. Oh, it's here. Right, go upstairs. Esme, can you come down and shut the door? Yeah, exactly. Born in a barn. What's this? Is it a snapshot from Cullen? Oh, good save by Martinez. Even he's like, do you like that? It's going to be a corner for Burnley. It's going to be another corner. To be fair, Max, little one had gone playing out, and then she's come in and now obviously wants to watch her phone upstairs. No good luck to you this season, mate. You know it's a lot. It's going to be a long, long season. Josh Cullen has it. Can Burnley get themselves back into it before the end of this first half? To Nzebe. Free kick. Foul on Florentino Luis by Boubacar Kamara. Chowner tries to get to the second ball. Foster, why are you stood in an offside position? Dubravka opens himself up. Burnley still have it. Quick throw-in taken by Burnley. Florentino Luis trying to look for that pass. Still 1-0 to the home side. 38 minutes in. Crystal Palace are 1-0 up away at Goodison. I'm so used to saying it, that's why. Palace are 1-0 up against Everton. Ball back with Martinez. Fist forward. Well cut out by Kyle Walker, but it can't quite get to the seconds. Daniel Malin is trying to get himself in again. McGinn. Good bit of play by Villa. They're claiming for a penalty. Morgan Rogers is claiming for a penalty. I've got to look back at this. Morgan Rogers plays it to the edge. McGinn dinks one in. Nah, get rodded. That's not a pen. I'm sorry, that's not a pen. He's got hardly any shirt whatsoever. I can't believe Morgan Rogers is even claiming that he's got a handful of shirt. That's ridiculous. Even referees just said, "Nah, carry it, play on." You could tell that was just a bullshit claim. A good play by Villa though. The ball onto the edge of the box. McGinn did well to dink it in. It'd be nice to see some Burnley initiative to do that. Yeah, but how many times have we seen it, Alan? That's not a pen. Come on, Brummy lad. To be fair, Alan, it's football. The dark arts of football. It's all in cheating. Five minutes left of normal time. Villa 1, Burnley 0. free kick. I thought Burnley were going to be in for a chance there, but how many times do they want to show it from a different angle? I think Tuanzebe had a little bit of his shirt when he started to make the run into the box. But then he's continued going and he also let go of his shirt very, very quickly before it even, and it wasn't even like a full grab. He sort of like sort of brushed his shirt. And then what, 5 or 6 seconds after that, he's not touched him for a good 5 or 6 seconds and then goes down and said, but he had my shirt. Right, okay then. Is that how we play these days? Jaden Anthony, why make the pass? You should have made the pass. What are you doing? Now Villa are in. Could potentially be two. Again, it's great play by Esteve. If Esteve doesn't get there, Daniel Malin's got a second chance. Villa have it at the back. Matty Cash. Back to Conter. Martinez has it. He's very happy to keep the ball at his feet. He's killing time. He's not arsed. Manages to pick out Matty Cash after some Burnley pressure. Tuanzebe's got the job of watching two players. He's having to watch it go wide. He's done well there. That's going to be a free kick. Thank you. Martin Dubravka. Let's take the goal kick. Goes long. Trying to put Pau Torres under a bit of pressure. And 3 minutes have been added on at the end of this first 45. Clarets 1-0 down. I have thought that, Deck. I won't lie. I have thought that, mate. Well played, Carl Walker. Yeah, it does seem like actually. I know we've got that claiming against Everton and whatever, or I mean, does that come into play that the Premier League are like, what you annoyed and about how we distributed the points deductions, etc. So are the Premier League punishing us? Shouldn't be. The Premier League should be being seen to be doing the right thing, but hey, it does feel like that sometimes. A minute and a half left of this first half. And the way it showed the camera not so long ago, it showed Scott Parker talking to Jakob Brun-Larsen, which makes it potentially going to make that change. With Foster on a yellow, does that mean that they're going to take Foster off potentially? Josh Cullen's just been... I think he's offside there, Ollie Watkins, anyway, yeah. Scarred his chance anyway. Yeah, they don't like it, do they? They don't like it when it goes against them and not in their favour. Cheers, love. Gosh, she even come up with goods. She even made me a brew. Get in. Obviously, I didn't think that we're going to be red hot, idiot. Burnt my mouth. It is half time though at Villa Park, and it is Villa 1, Burnley 0. Frustrating. If I had to give an analysis on that first half, very, very frustrating. I think we should have definitely got something out of it. And again, for all the pressure that we put on, we pushed and pushed, and effectively that high line has cost us. You know, it's huge. I just hope and pray that in the second half we're actually going to come out, try and be a little bit more expansive, maybe. Yeah, I would be. I would as well, Mike. I shave all mine off. I'm fully like down to wood, Al. So yeah, it's I'm not clinging on to anything anymore. My head's upside down. That's how I look at it. But yeah, frustrating because we've been knocking on, like I said, knocked on the door and not really got our just rewards for it, and they get that one lucky break, and if anything, it's put them on the front foot now, which is, like I say, frustrating and infuriating to say the least. But yes, I'm going to nip for a quick wee, as you do, and if I don't, then I'm going to end up that way myself. So yeah, we will be back with the second half. Also, if I can, I'll edit I'll knock up a quick edit of the stats, and we'll have a look at them before the second half kicks off. But yeah, until then, it is, like I say, half time at Villa Park, and it is currently 1-0 to the home side. So yeah, we'll be back with the second half. I just need to find the video, and then I can do what I need to do. And yeah, See you guys shortly. So 1-0 at the break to Aston Villa. And yeah, we'll have a look through some of them stats. I did manage to edit it very quickly. It's amazing what happens when you can when you've already done what you need to do, and all you need to do is edit a bit of stuff into it. Pete's in up you well. He says I'm hoping he does early subs, not like he did against Notts Forest. To me, if team can't score it first 60 minutes, change it. Yeah, it did. I agree. Like I said the other day, I think that Forest game infuriated me because they were there for the taking. And all we did, we went for a like for like change in Foster, who I actually thought needed support more than he needed to come off. And it's the like for like change. I think sometimes we sit too defensively. Today, I think we've been pretty decent. Like I say, the opening part of the game, we were showing signs of trying to carve them open, catch them early. But since then, like I say, the goal has turned the tide, and it's going unfortunately in their favour at the moment. Let's have a look then at the stats as well, because the stats say exactly the same. The stats say it as well. So let's have a look at some of the stats for this half. I still hope you can hear me while this video is playing, by the way. But yeah, 8 shots for the home side compared to Burnley's 1. But yeah, Burnley have made it count by having 1 shot and 1 shot on target, as poor as that is. 2 on target for Villa, 3 corners to Burnley's 2, and 231 passes to 214. So in terms of passing the ball around, both teams are seeing quite a bit of it. Burnley offside 4 times, as are Villa. 1 yellow card, which was administered to Lyle Foster early doors. And yeah, Burnley not that great on the possession front. Well, say not that great. It's been quite level. I don't know what it's doing. I'm trying to do something here. That's better. But yeah, I'm not sure why it's started again for some reason. But yeah, as you can see there, Burnley 47% possession to Villa's 53%. We need to be a bit stronger. We need to be a little bit stronger. Like I say, apart from the amount of shots that Villa have had, it's still a very, very easy game that we could turn into our favour. My issue I've got is that we need, again, I said it, we need to make it count. We need to make it count. Like, look at the head-to-head form there. 54 games they've won compared to our 41. Obviously, the last 4 fixtures, they've had the upper hand in 3 of them. So I know it's probably not that big. The numbers aren't that great there. Um, but yeah, it's just the way the cookie crumbles, I'm afraid. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. We're 1-0 down and it is what it is. Ginger Alley, how are you doing, mate? It says we can't keep conceding and wanting 2 or more goals to win at this level. No, no, we don't. I think I said it the other day that yes, it was exciting to watch under Sean Dash, but we actually got results. And people seem to forget that. People seem to think that it's all about playing this sexy football, and not just getting results. But it's a results-based game at the end of the day, and if that's not what you're trying to chase, why are you doing it? Why are you playing? All the other games, it's in the Prem at the moment. Palace 1-0 up away at Everton. Newcastle Forest is currently 0-0. Wolves still beating Brighton by a goal to nil, and then Brentford City is the later kick-off this evening at 4:30. The thing is, I don't even know what to make. I don't know how we're gonna change it up second half. If we had that, like I say, if we have the intensity of the first 15 minutes, then this could turn in our favour. But I just don't know where it's going to come from. I dare say, Alan, you've got quite a point there. I think every time we've tried to play that, like, walk that ball that Walker likes to play over the top, where he's, um, the diagonal ball to the other channel, we just keep getting caught in offside positions, and like I said, the high line doesn't help. The players are all coming back onto the field as well for the second half. Big second half needed, Burnley. Come on. So these are the games we need to be getting results. Yeah, a couple of lads just said this in a group that I'm on, and they've just said the exact same thing, that they're surprised that Foster stayed on for the second half. We are underway for the second half, so I don't know why it still says half time on there. Let's get that sorted. But yeah, no changes. No changes. You know what? To be fair, I wouldn't even take Foster off. I know he's on a yellow, but I wouldn't even take him off. I'd give him some support. Someone like a Barnes or I mean, who did we have on the bench? Let me have a look. Well, that's not going to show me. We definitely do need to be beating the teams around us. Is Fleming on the bench? Yeah. Well, like I said, bring Fleming on. Play Fleming. You know what? I'll tell you what. Here's one. Here's the thing for you. Listen to this. Play Zion Fleming as a 10. You know the place that he played at Millwall, that position that he played at Millwall and bagged shitloads of goals. Play him in that position, just behind Foster. We've never seen it yet. And I actually thought out of that team that was involved in the game at Cardiff, when Fleming did play to a 10, the goal he scored was from like a 10's position. Um, yeah, we need something else. We need something else. Villa coming forward though now. Burnley have every man behind the ball. The thing is, as well, it's so easy because last year we were based on being structurally solid at the back, getting back in numbers and things like that, and we still we're still doing that, but except this time we're in the Premier League and we're getting caught out. So we do need to expand our play. But I just said in chat that if Foster gets that support, like a Barnes or a Fleming, come on, hold the ball up. It pushes the midfield up to get involved in play. Um, and yeah, just but Lyle Foster has got himself into box. He's won. What? I thought he'd won a corner, but maybe he hadn't. He's gone for a goal kick. I think I predicted 1-1. So if we can get back into it, I would happily take a point. I said that at the beginning. A lovely diagonal ball by Kyle Walker. Just didn't quite have the legs to reach Hartman though. Cut out by Matty Cash. I don't know, Ali. I really don't. I think it's a tough one to call. Chauner's up there. Needs a little bit more support. Again, this is the thing when you're watching. All you can see is that the amount of times that we're getting in good positions. I think we'll hammer Leeds. I personally think we'll give a really good account of ourselves at the turf. Oh, belting. Needed that. See, Villa are trying some fancy passes and I dare say Jaden Anthony's been pretty quiet. Yeah, I think at the turf against Leeds, it's always going to be a feisty game. But like I said, I'd snap your hand off for a 1-0 win there, to be fair, Pete. Thing is, it's them sort of games against Leeds where it could be quite open, unless we've got like a Sunderland situation on our hands where we potentially end up getting involved and it's a game of two halves, to be fair, because I think obviously that you go back to that Sunderland game. We were decent in the second half. Um, so yeah, the fan board thing. We've done a few. Like we did a meeting after the window. Luca Dean's just gone into the book for a foul on Chowner. To be fair, I think he knew he'd done it. And yeah, but we're chatting about a few things that are coming up and stuff that's in the pipeline. But I think the next one is in November now. Yes, I think the next one's due to be around November. And I believe there'll be one at the back end of Jan, potentially Feb. early Feb, and then one at the towards the end of the season. So they try to have at least four, a minimum of four. I know they have got a fans forum happening at Burnley College soon with Alan Pace. I can't believe Villa were nearly in again. Just we're slow to react. So slow to react. Oh, for God's sake. Ugh. Corner taken. Shot to the edge of the box. Shot by McGinn. Goes wide. Back ender, Jan. Burnley women are absolutely smashing it. Currently 3-0 up. Even somebody on Twitter said, can we try a 4-2-3-1 with Fleming in the 10? That would be too simple, wouldn't it? There's two substitutions happening. Armando Broja. Was it three? Three. Jakob Brun-Larsen, Broja, and I think is it three, or is that just somebody giving Broja tactics? It's too easy for him to get in behind. That's my issue, Ali. It's midfield's been very poor. Like they're just not involved. Something needs to change. Like I say, something needs to change, and let's see what happens when these changes come about. I hope he comes on and bags Ali, to be fair. I like Brun Larson. We need to be picking up Daniel Marlin because he's getting away from us every time. Ball over the top. Foster takes it down. Being watched by Conser. Jaden Anthony. Oh, again. Pau Torres puts him under a lot of pressure, and now Villa somehow managed to get on the front foot. Kamara. Villa just passing it along that back line, which is as high as the halfway line right now. And, Burnley need to be pushing on. We need to be pushing on to them, and we're not. We're allowing them to toy wheels, keep hold of the ball. So it is a double substitution for Burnley. It's going to be Brun Larson who comes on for Chowner. And Jaden Anthony's going to go off, and Armando Broja's coming on. I don't mind that. I don't mind that, you know. Does that mean we've gone for a 4-4-2 or a 4-4-1-1? It's definitely going to be a change of shape. Or does that mean that Broja now goes into the middle of the park and Foster goes out wide? Or vice versa? Come on, Burnley. Wake up, boys. Newcastle 1-0 up against Forest. Ball over the top. Brun Larson can't quite get to the second ball. I thought he were going to get there. When you say there goes our biggest threat, I'm guessing you mean in what? Jaden Anthony coming off? Yeah, Fleming's on bench, yeah. I'm hoping Brozier will do something because this is a player who's been in and around Premier League clubs. And for me, I just don't know. Has he got the talent for it? I know he's not been blessed with the perfect health record. You know, he's been on the treatment table for quite a while, but Florentino Luis is back up. Referee's giving a drop ball to Burnley. Yeah, we don't look like we're asked to get back into it. It's always around this time as well, 60th minute, where we're just like, right, and we're going to hope for that lucky break. And even when we do get it, we've got to try and be clinical. And one thing you can say about Burnley is when we get those opportunities, we're not really clinical at all, are we? Villa have the ball again. Try to come forward. Malling's in. 2-0. 2-0. Simple as that. It's shite, Burnley. Absolutely shite. I don't know what Carl Walker's mentioning. He's onside. It's just too simple. Too simple. The one thing I will say is yeah, we I can't justify this, and I couldn't justify the Forest game as well at how flat it's gone. Said it earlier. Starting first 15 minutes, absolutely brilliant. Now we look like heads all over the place. 2-0 down. It won't surprise me if we end up losing 4-0 or something because heads have dropped, arse has fallen out. And the thing is with Villa, now they're bringing on players like Emi Buendia and Gassand, who's going to come on. Yeah, but we've said that as well, Ali, that no one's been picking him up. He's always had that free run. Funnily enough, whenever he gets there, it's the Stev's job to try and stop him. And I'm sorry, but no player is above criticism. And again, Esteve should have done better. I agree, Jack. I agree. Apart from a 15-minute spell, at the start of the game, that's it. I've not even updated it to 2-0. Might as well update it to 3 just in case. It's just infuriating, man. Yeah, now it's updated. Ollie Watkins is going off, I think. Is he? Yeah, Ollie Watkins is off. He'll be replaced by Emi Buendia. And John McGinn's going off. He'll be replaced by Gesand. I tell you what, it's massive, him. Right unit. This is what I mean. Yes, we had a shocking. We played the top 6 or whatever. I won't mind if we actually like again. It's just a wayward pass this time from Carl Walker. Matty Cash takes a shot from range, saved by Dubravka, but it's going to be a corner for the home side. But this is it now. Villa are comfortable. Villa are comfortable. Good effort by Matty Cash, to be fair. I think it takes a nick off a Stev. Don't say it, Jack. Please don't. Corner taken, whipped in. Header up. And it's out for a goal kick. I think it was I think Konsa and Gassan got in the way of each other. Yeah, a bit of a melee of bodies, about 4 people going for that ball, but another substitution for Burnley. This time it's Leslie Ugachukwu. Big Les is coming on for Lyle Foster. The thing is, even if we do get one back, which can't see it to be honest, um, we'll start to play with a bit of urgency. We'll actually start to play with urgency and like we're gonna potentially get something out of it. But yeah, you've pretty much said there, Ali, what I was just about to say. We need to be pushing forward in numbers as well as getting back in numbers. Kyle Walker, Tuenzebe, Cullen. For all the possession, Burnley, make it count. Ugochukwu is there. See, that were a ball that needed to just be floated over the top by Kyle Walker. He knows knew that were a bit of a shit ball. Come on, Burnley. Exactly. It should be high intensity for 90 minutes. Totally agree, Al. Couldn't agree more, mate. End of the day, that's how you win football matches. Play with a high intensity, a drive and ambition to win. You can even see Cullen's getting frustrated because people aren't running into the channels. People aren't willing to throw themselves into it. Early ball whipped in, and Emi Martinez comes out. Yep, game 7, Mac. Come on, Burnley. Keep putting that pressure on. Keep putting that pressure on. Kyle Walker wins Burnley a throw in. Is he going to go for a long one? Rodgers is down. I don't know whether he's holding his knackers or what, but he was already looking for a reason to go down. He's not even touched him. What the bloody hell's that? God, you can hear next door's washing machine going crazy. The thing is, I didn't expect that much at all. Yeah, they're not dash for Ali. That's what it is. Got to say, I've enjoyed Tuenzebe's performance. He's not actually done that bad. Kyle Walker, long throw into the box. Good bit of pressing by Burnley, but it is massive. We know that though, Al. It's huge now in the Premier League. That's why you see the three teams that come up but end up getting relegated because it's everything is just there's levels to the game, I guess, and the level between the Premier League and the Championship it's huge. The gap's getting really, really bigger. Honestly, it's well bad, Kate. It's well bad down here. Sounds like it's going to come through the actual wall. Jesus. I don't know. My bearings are knackered anyway, I know that. Can you hear it? Can you guys hear it? Everton have equalised at home to Palace. It's 1-1. Illiman and Dar penalty. Yeah, it has just stopped. I think it's just obviously as it's gone round, it'll stop and it'll do it again probably in about 2-3 minutes. Come on, Burnley, just get one. Get one. Give us that sense of we might actually get back into this. Hartman tries to play a ball across. Why? No! God's sake. You're going to be a corner. Oh, I think it's took a nick, to be fair. Well, I don't know. I hope it is the washing machine. Burnley have a corner. Brozier should have. Brozier doesn't. He doesn't look like he can be arsed to get to a ball half at time. Burnley corner whipped in. It's deep. Header up and another corner. They said it come off Pau Torres. I thought it come off a Burnley head, to be fair, but it's decent in swinger by Hartman. My only issue is here. Emi Martinez is coming off his line to try and catch these. Header up and it's in. It's in. It's 2-1. Ugachukwu has got us back into it. Get in. Hey, I'll tell you what. If we turn this game on its head, I don't know how or where it'll come from, but good delivery. Ugachukwu is free there. He shouldn't. He's done well. He's just on his own. I think Martinez could be a bit peeved that he could have dealt with that better. But hey, they all count straight through the legs of Martinez. Solid header, and Burnley get themselves a goal back. It's now 2-1. Massively a free header, mate. I agree. Thing is, this is where we'll go like, oh yeah, we're back into it now, boys. 3-1. I thought it were going to be then as well. Come on, Kyle Walker, make a decision. We need to keep the pressure on him. My only issue is that Villa are a decent side. Let's not take that away from them. Oh, good Chuckway. Oh, good Chuckway. 20 minutes. Twenty goddamn minutes. Did it finish 2? I thought they were 3-0 up last time I looked, Kate. In fact, they're still playing. Burnley Women's, they're still playing. It's only 73 minutes in and they're 3-0 up. We can still get something from this game. Like I said, a point is a point is still good. You numpty. Oh, come on, Burnley. Like I say, anything out of this, and I'll still say it weren't our best performance, even if we do get anything out of it. Oof. 81 on the clock. 2-1 to Villa. To be fair, I think Rich predicted 3-1 on Friday night. I hope he's wrong, obviously. I went 1-1, so I knew that weren't going to be right. But there is going to be a substitution for Burnley. Zian Fleming is coming on for Josh Laron. So I'm guessing that means we've gone to 4 at the back. Potentially Brozier up top and Fleming just behind. Who knows? Yeah, I'd have said something similar. Matt, we're getting 8 minutes to try and make a difference. I mean, he could be the one that makes a difference because if he bags an equaliser, then who am I to grumble? You know what I mean? That was Burnley's final change of the afternoon. Ball in, bro. Oh no! Is it offside? Oh, Brozier. Yeah, he's definitely off. He did well to touch it down on the chest. I went to go for the shot. Hey, Alan, the game's not over yet. Double substitution for Villa. Victor Lindelof and Ross Barkley look set to come on. It's Matty Cash going off for the former United defender. And Ross Barkley comes on for Daniel Malin, who's managed to bag himself a brace, but get Bertie on. Newcastle now 2-0 up at home to Forest. Still 1-1 between Everton and Palace. I think Wolves still 1-0 up against Brighton as well. It's like I say, a point would be massive for Burnley, and in terms of keeping themselves in and around it, we've got 5 minutes to try and change this game in our favour, and I just don't. I can't see it. Like I say, I didn't expect to see a goal because the goal came from nothing. It came from a set piece, but good bit of play by Burnley and Kyle Walker there. Gets it again. Needs that support. Ball whipped in. Florentino Luis is there. No, I think it is different people. I think it is different people. He seems to get skinnier every year anyway, I know that. So I think it might be different people, depending who's available. They'll probably have about 4 or 5 different people who can be the B. Oh yes, they have equalised as well, Mick. Get in. Can't believe Wolves have actually. Who's been sent off? Oh, is it Wolves manager that's been sent off? Yeah, Wolves boss was sent off at first half. Madness. 4 minutes left. Oh, here comes the washing machine again. Typical. I thought. Is the women's game not available? It's just. Oh, yeah, it is. 81 minutes gone in the women's game. Burnley still 3-0 up. Burnley men's team still 2-1 down at Villa Park. Chance for Kyle Walker to deliver a long throw into the box. Throw in. Comes in to the front post. Headed towards the edge of the box. Cleared. Florentino Luis looks to pick out his man. Tries to play a ball over the top. Can't quite get there. Gassan gets away from his man. Ogachukwu is doing well to try and keep that pressure on. The freak. Oh, what a save, Martin Dubravka. What a save. I think this will be Villa's final substitution. Amadou Onana is coming on for Mario Borgard. They're giving themselves that extra advantage of heart for this Villa set piece. Header up, no one there. Can see the ball out. Burnley need to be quick if they want to get themselves back into this. We've hit 90. 5 minutes added on. 5 minutes for the Clarets to try and get something. It's going to be a yellow card for Buendia. I don't know whether it's going to be checked for serious misconduct. No, I think it'll just be a yellow. I can't see that being anything other than that. Burnley have a free kick. 1 minute of the 5 gone. Ukachukwu went for a shot. Straight red. Burnley coming forward. Looking a bit dapper, innit? Now with Zian Fleming. Tries to take a shot. Can Kyle Walker keep the move alive? He does. There's no way. No way, referee. How? How are you stopping that now? Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Uh, saying Zian Fleming's gone in with his elbow. The fact it's being checked. Or is it? Buendia's down. It's a bit of a tough one to call because I don't think you can check. He's not been carded, so it can't. I don't know. Everton now 2-1 up. Pardon me. I was hoping Brighton would grab a winner, but that's not looking likely. As it stands, this would put Villa up to 13th in the table, level on points with Newcastle and Brighton. So Emi Martinez has been booked for having a go at the referee. Buendia's still down. Sure, all his time will be added on. We're definitely in need of help watching Burnley, to be fair. One of the lads in group has said, seems we've proper hurt one of them. So I just said, at least now he knows how my hangover feels. I'm surprised, actually. I'm sat up. I'm not asleep. I'm not, although I do feel, Scott Parker's having a quiet word with all the Burnley players. Like I said, there's going to be. I thought that was the final change for Villa, but it seems they're making one more. Or they can make one more actually, because I think it's a concussion sub, isn't it? Former Claret Ian Matson. Looks like he's set to come on in Buendia's place. You can tell Buendia's really hurt. I think he may have to potentially be stretchered off, but yeah, can you start predicting us to win, Al? That might be a nice start, mate. Tuenzebe and Dubravka having a word with the fourth official. I'm not entirely sure what they're trying to get clarification on, but like I say, there is going to be a lengthy bit of time added on. Buendia's up. He's going to walk off the pitch. Zian Fleming actually did go over to make sure he was all right. and that concussion substitution being used. Buendia going off, and Ian Matson comes on. I'm sure he'll have got a nice reception from the Burnley fans. Speaking of which, Burnley are going to make a change as well. Esteve has come off. Joe Worrell is on. Gasson tries to come forward, well cut out by Cullinshy Hartman. How have they managed to keep that in play? No, I agree. It does, Alan. Yeah, I was gutted we didn't sign him permanently. That's true, Ali. That is true. I think it's just frustrating. I don't even know how much time's been added on with the fact Buendia went down, but it won't surprise me if it's not long left now. And that is it. That is it. It's finished. Even the Burnley women's game's finished. Burnley women have won 3-0 against Hull City Ladies. And here at Villa Park, Burnley have lost 2-1. Just again, frustration. Really, frustration. But hey, it's what it is. If we had that intensity we had in the first 15 minutes throughout the game, I think we'd have been all right. But the first goal was just, a standard. Should not be giving that goal away. Shouldn't be giving that goal away at all. But hey, it is what it is. No, appreciate everybody who's been in. Really do. So thank you very much. Potentially a watch along for the Leeds game. I'm unsure. Depends. I might be there. So I'm either going to be at the game, or if I'm not, I'll try and bring you live. But yeah, we've got to get through the international break now, aren't we? Ugh. Like Max says, shite. Yeah, shite indeed. If you can, please do drop a like. Please subscribe to us. I'm usually in a lot more upbeat and better than this, but I'm rough and hanging out my arse. So it is what it is. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back with. I might try and see if I can do something during the international break, potentially get a live going with a couple of Clarets, chatting about how they think the first couple of months has gone. And yeah, maybe we can organise that for next week. But after that, we'll obviously have the match preview against Leeds coming up, and then potentially the watch along for that. If there's any games like the women's game, if people are interested in that, if people are interested in me potentially doing a live watch along for one of the women's games, then that could be something that I may do or delve into. But yeah, well, I'm going to try and give you whatever you guys want to see. So within reason. But yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think it's going to be probably middle of next year, Mac, when monetization finally comes back through. Just because of how long I had off. So yeah, is what it is. Alan says, "Oh well, I expected it. We got what we deserved. Come on, Parker and training team, do better." I'm going to record a little match review. Probably post it online, so it'll be there on YouTube for you. I'm trying not to rant as much, but yeah, I can try, Mac. I can try. That was the only reason why I was sat here, and I'm like, oh, do I really go live? And I'm like, but what if we actually win? So I thought, nah, I've got to go live. I've got to. And then lo and behold, we lose 2-1. So hopefully we'll see 3 points. That'll be the one, won't it? Like, oh no, I'm going at Leeds game and we'll win. So maybe I'll have to start going to games more often if we actually win. But who knows? Until then, like I say, please drop a like, please subscribe, please get involved however you can, whether it's in the chat, support us. That little QR code really does, help push us and grow to grow and things, and it really does help just having your support. So thank you very much. Until then, thank you very much for watching. We will be back, like I say, with videos coming up. My system is being really, really slow for some stupid reason. However, yeah, is what it is. 2-1 Villa, Burnley lost. Yeah, now to get for the international break. Take care, everyone. All the best.